What's going on, world? Brand new episode of Open the Box there on your screen. I'm your host, George Kiel. We have a very special episode today. I'm in the New York, New Jersey area with a bunch of creatives. One of them, to my right here, Malcolm Garrett. What's going on, man?
How you doing, George?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
I'm great, man.
Now, I know you brought some gems for us to check out.
Yes.
That you created by hand, by yourself. But first, let's kind of get into your story. What prompted you to begin creating?
I've always been creative when I grew up. I was into art. And then at the age of 30, I just woke up one day and was like, damn, why don't I just put it together?
Yeah.
And boom, that's how I started like customizing sneakers.
What was that first shoe?
Grape 6s. I think I watched a YouTube video. I started on all my sneakers. I messed up all my sneakers, just practice. And then I eventually got better. The cleanliness, more factory finish. Back then it was just, let me try this. Now it's like as if I'm putting it together like a real puzzle. You know, these were the motorsports. They were all black. I had ordered a Jordan jersey, the All-Star. I want to get some sneakers that match, but that no one has. So I was like, let me do these all royal blue. I even mocked up a design on Photoshop. And then to top it off, I just got my logo made. You know, by my guy. So I call these a player's edition. I like to name all my shoes, not the corny, cheesy names that other people do, Retro 1 Superman. Like, nah, I like to really name my shoe.
With a story behind it.
With a story behind it.
Yeah. So I want to go with what's on your feet right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Which is wild to me.
I'm like, yo, it would be crazy if it was an Air Max 1 with a gum bottom and newspaper print on it. So I said, you know what? I went on eBay, I found the Air Max 1. The color was ivory already, so it gives that old newspaper look. And then the bottom was gum. I just put together different newspaper clippings, I hydro dipped it, and then I named it the Air Max 1 Editorial. I want to make something nobody has, and the machine, they're not in here.
Yeah.
You know, they're not running the streets, they're not camping out, they're not really a part of the culture. These are people with degrees on marketing and whatever, so they thinking because of their degree, this is what would work. But when in reality, us, the streets, we know. We've been getting dressed for years. We've been doing this for years. When I first did these, I got the inspiration from Michigan. I got the inspiration too from the 4s. They were all yellow. I wanted those.
Okay.
But I wasn't trying to spend racks.
So you're gonna make your own.
So I make my own. And then it just turned into it's the navy blue. Let me get navy blue.
Yeah.
And I hit it with the navy blue, and I threw the jersey on with it, and they just went, wow. Story behind these, I was on StockX, and I ordered them by mistake, these wheat 6s. You can't return things on StockX. So I was like, you know what? Practice. I don't know if anybody remembers, but in 1994, there was a rookies versus sophomores. And there's a picture of Penny Hardaway where he's holding the trophy. The color of that jersey, I got this inspiration from. So now I'm trying to find that jersey. I left all of this on purpose because it just goes together, man.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I don't even want to wear them. I bought this shoe and I didn't know what to do with it. I just had them sitting. I was like, you know what? Let me hit it, with the orange. And then from there, I was like, yo, let me just do OKC.
Yeah.
Russell Westbrook.
Yeah.
For anybody up and coming doing this, I'm not an expert. I'm not the gods of this, but I know one thing. Certain shoes you cannot overdo. So something as simple as that, boom, and then just keep this because it just complements.
Right.
Me and my man Mike came together. He had the Tinker Hat felts. He was like, yo, I want to remix him, turn him into North Carolina because he's a huge North Carolina fan. So I basically took the stencil, did the front, blacked the box out. He actually did this, like a tribute to Jordan to give it that, that feel. I just simply North Carolina out the Nike check, threw the logo on the back. Soul Restoration, shout out to them for making this for me. I just kept it simple, and that was it,
Yeah. So for those watching who want a clean, simple design, where can we find you?
Instagram at Malcolm Garrett. My email is bymalcolmgarrett@gmail.com. Bymalcolmgarrett.com. I have the website. My website is more of a portfolio of my work.
All right, Mike, Malcolm just mentioned you. You're another creator out here. How did you begin? How did you get your started in doing what you do?
I've always been a sneaker lover, sneaker collector since the late 80s, since the first Air Max. When I was too young to work, I would say, caddy and get my money together and buy some sneakers. Years go by, decades go by. I noticed a Foamposite shoe over there, like the first original Foamposite.
Okay.
They would always make that shoe, but they never made anything to wear with it. So I designed some sweatpants for one day. I took a pair of Nike sweatpants, cut them, I create them. I reached out to Mark Dolce on Instagram one day, and I told him I had an idea. And he's like, when I'm done with it, he was interested. This is before the Adidas. So I sent it to him, he approved it. So that kind of, got me over by being nervous. I got approval from one of the top designers of Nike. So after that, I reached out to a good friend, Adam, Solely Ghost. I sent him a pair. He posted it on Instagram and it just took off after that.
Yeah.
After that, I sent it to Sneaker Dave in Ohio.
Okay.
Another good dude. He took it down to Memphis. I think that attracted Penny Hardaway's attention when he went down there. So after that, somebody from his camp reached out to me and I designed some stuff for him.
So to kind of explain your niche, I feel like this is your niche too. Kind of creating shirts, apparel that goes with the shoes. Super creative, conceptual pieces like this one. And how do you make these designs?
I draw it out on Sketch. I have a seamstress that I work with. We work personally together. I get all my patches. I do my patches on my phone. I get the digital work and I get it done. Basically tried to make something that would look like it came from the factory.
Now another one I'm noticing, another concept piece, Bruce Lee Kobe's, one of my favorites.
Yeah.
And then you came with this design.
I had to make something that represented Kobe after the fact and with the legend Bruce Lee. They're both legends. When I make something, I try to make a thumb, something that stands out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And something that people would appreciate.
Now you're a big Tar Heels fan.
Yes, I am.
Came with this design with it.
If I had to make a name, it would be called the Go to Wall Street. All respect to the Oregon Ducks. I'm a Tar Heel fan since, 85, 86? So I just wanted to even the playing field for them because they make, shout out to Tinker, they make everything for Oregon. Why not make something for the man himself? He's from North Carolina. Make some exclusive for them. So that's basically what I wanted to do.
Yeah, I want to actually go this route.
Sure.
Classic foams.
House of Hoops. Made a house of hoop for the House of Hoops.
So that's like a literal house of hoops.
House of Hoops. Everything that's out that they don't make, I try to compliment the shoe, like a marriage. My cousin does all my shirts for me, Doug. You'll probably meet him later. We come up with the color scheme, I do it on my phone. And like how you see the basketball is the House of Hoops green or the fluorescent green.
Yeah.
Just try to match the shoe, that's all.
Right.
So I try to be as detailed as possible if I can.
We all know what shoes those go with, even though they're not here.
800 a pop, man. If I get it in half, I'm gonna get the shoe. Maybe I'll just go get it stadium goods tomorrow. You never know. Give me a deal. I'm a North Carolina fan, but I love what they're doing for the Ducks. I call this Ducks in New York. If they were to come to New York, this is how it would look. You know what I mean? Oregon Ducks. So anybody that lives in New York that have a 5 or whatever pair, hit me up. I'll send you the shirt for free. This would be Ducks in LA to represent Ducks in LA.
Yeah.
From the master himself.
Now you have a special one. You actually put this one in the frame.
This is a Fisker Karma, if those don't know what that is. Try to match the foam as much as possible. I have that 1 cent from the license plate. I have the 1 cent emblem. These are a compliment for those. These are something I was trying to start up here called Team Penny New York. So basically, everybody who's a foam lover or who has foams, I try to make a chapter for your clothing.
And last but not least,
this is the Apple, so it's Team Penny New York. Penny, if you need something done for Memphis, I could get something crazy down there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be as humble as possible, man, but I could wake them uniforms up, man.
Somebody tell people, if people want to get a design, one-of-a-kind design, where can they find your contact info and hit you up?
Stratton Smith Clothing on Instagram. Just DM me, or you can hit me just on my email, strattonsmithclothing@gmail.com.
All right, Doug, Mike showed us some of these crazy designs, but how do they happen behind the scenes?
We get to talking. Sometimes it's through a text message or a phone call. And take, for instance, the Oregon Ducks. We'll try to come up with a concept for the Oregon Ducks that we haven't seen. Something that's outside the scope of what Nike's gonna do or what Jordan did. You'll notice that's like an actual New York City vintage street. We'll take the picture of the brick road and then we start surfing the net. We start finding a duck or whatever, and then it's, placement. We might work on a design and come up with 2-3 versions of it.
Now, kind of getting into you and your talents individually, explain your brand and how that came about.
Recognizing everyone ain't loyal. It's easy to accessorize it because we'll make it custom to every shoe. That way it's standing out and it's giving you the opportunity to be unique within yourself.
Right. You know, you have to explain the monkey and how it actually is the A, right?
Yeah. As a kid, I just was always fascinated with monkeys. For me personally, a monkey is just like free-spirited, full of like adventure and life. They don't allow a lot to bother them. As far as that's concerned, I always just chose like that to be the mascot. This actual A was a mistake, really. I was developing a face for a monkey, and someone came into the office one day and was like, "Oh, that's hard," and I'm like, "That's not even finished." Yeah. So they assumed that this was the mouth, but technically it was supposed to be the neck. I printed it on a shirt just by itself, and I saw the letter A. So then I was like, you know what? That's now gonna be the letter A. So it kind of happened by mistake, but it turned into something.
Let's find out where we can find real apparel.
The Instagram pages at MRDLTWO or at DLTWO_ real shirts with a Z at the end. Website will be up soon though, www.dltwo.com or realshirtswithaz.com. Before we wrap it up, we like to present you with a few little gifts. So I'll give you this box first.
Okay.
The three of us came together and we collabed on this right here.
Yeah, I see that Texas State Star. Oh, and the colon cancer. Y'all didn't have to do that, man. Oh,
we got a piece for you right here.
Okay. Yeah. With the bobcat on the tongue, man, that's love, man. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate it for sure, man. Thank you. I'm speechless, dog.
Listen, we appreciate you.
Man, thank
you, man. We appreciate
you
you for the opportunity and the platform.